Coming to you live from the Now Media Newsroom.
We don't have much here this morning, but CNN, we had a little bit more from CNN's Kaitlan Collins there. And she talks about, Trump doesn't sleep. And we're going to play a little clip here from Kaitlan. We played a clip from her yesterday from this interview.
Not really.
And nor does President
you?
Trump. No, I know. I slept 4 hours last night.
And you feel fine? Okay, that's
I'm on my, this is my fourth cup.
It's not on the screen. There we go. We're going to see if we can get it here.
Cup of coffee.
4 hours is nuts. 4 hours is Trump level.
4 hours. Yeah. And the night before was like 6. Before that was like 7. So it varies. But is that what he sleeps? Like 4 hours?
He does not sleep.
Yeah, I did Fox and Friends finance segment, and it was just on Gen Zs and finance. And one of the executive producers we just want to show you around, and they showed me the control room. And I said, how have things been in the control room as of late? And she's like, none of us are sleeping because the president doesn't sleep. We're all working 2 times right now. Do you feel that same way?
I was just talking to someone about this because we wrote this story on what traveling with him is like in the first term, because I had this source who said, you never want to be on Air Force One on a trip. And I said, why? You'd think you want to be in the axis of power close to Trump. He doesn't sleep on these trips. And you're going to Asia or something, and that's kind of the only time you're going to sleep before you go on this trip.
Yeah.
But Trump is just always up and talking. And he'll have them go wake staff up if they're asleep because he wants to talk to them.
Huh.
And so we have this big trip to Asia coming up, and you're not going to sleep on that flight.
That's good. Yeah. There you go. I guess it's
pretty funny, isn't it?
The laws of equilibrium. We had a president that slept all the time and then one that doesn't sleep. So maybe it just works out. It just balances.
There are some people, there's just some studies have been done. Studies have been done on this. And there's some people that are it's a genetic thing. That DNA
5 hours
allows them to sleep for a few hours. But the vast majority of people can't do that and without suffering immensely.
5 hours is usually the max I get every day. I'm up at 2:30 usually every day. So there you go. Elon Musk.
You're one of those people, then.
Elon Musk does not sleep either. So there you go.
Neither does Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Neither does Arnold. He said just sleep faster. But I don't have as much money as either one of them. According to the guy that emailed in, I just have a very shallow life, and nothing as great as his when he was making $2 million a year. What is literally wrong with people? Don Lemon, irrelevant after he got fired from CNN, is now walking the streets there and trying to drum up what he said, race baiting and stuff like that. And he's tried this a few times, and it's kind of backfired on me. Here, another clip here from Don Lemon trying to get some of that reaction out there. I guess that's how he's getting more relevant. Him and Chris Cuomo trying to make amends for what they've done in the past.
We're talking about the current environment, political environment. How are you feeling about that?
Unsettled and reassured by humanity is the short answer.
What do you mean by that?
So this weekend I was at a NASCAR race, and obviously there's some stigma attached to NASCAR. And what was really clear to me is that in the end, people are people. And whether you look a certain type of way, whether you're wearing a certain color hat, whether you're not, when you are at an event and there's a shared love and a shared intersection, people really just end up being people, right? And I was really warmed and taken back by my own preconceived notations of what I should be expecting.
There's a message there for you, Bernie. You need to allow other people to speak as opposed to just having one voice in this crazy world. Let's talk about silver, though. Silver banging on the door of a record, and this is, you look at these times it spiked. That was back in 1980 when the Hunt brothers tried to corner the market. That was short-lived, as they kind of lost their shirt in that little venture there. And then I think it was in 2020 there, it kind of spiked, and I think that was kind of like or 2016 there. I can't see right now, my glasses, but. Here we are. It looks like technically it's going to blow through the all-time highs here and push way higher as gold has pushed to record territory here as China keeps buying. Many central banks continue to buy. Canada, the only G7 nation not to own any gold in reserves. Weird.
Even though a lot of gold is produced here. But this is just insane, isn't it? Like it was 2,000 last year. Was that right? Yeah. Well, that's just mad. It's like doubled in a year.
Some people have called for it to go way higher. I mean, who knows? I mean, when I was a youngster, I started buying gold at $200 an ounce. That was the first Iraq war there. When what was that? The Coalition of the Willing, or what was that? The first George Senior went in there, the Kuwaiti thing.
Yeah, Desert Storm.
Desert Storm, that's right. Desert Storm. And I was working at the mill still. I was working at a Canadian Forest Products at the time, at a sawmill, when all that stuff was going on. And you were glued to CNN at that time, because CNN basically had like a live video game going, showing you that war. And then it was the second one came with the son showed up to try and finish it, right? George W. And then
crazy that happened. That was. I mean, that it was father and son in the same country. It's almost like something from antiquity, isn't it? It's crazy that
where
actually happened.
Where else has that happened? Where there's a father and son. One gave us some freedom and the other one took it away. Weird.